We know kidney health is important health, and we've got the great doctor. She makes it make so much sense, Dr. Buller, to talk about taking care of your kidneys during the holidays. We're going to tell you why that's important and why sometimes we get a little bit off whack. So kidneys kind of, get beat up a little bit during the holidays?
Yeah, so kidneys, they're affected by so much that we eat and drink and consume. So that is one thing we notice during the holidays. We are eating, we are not really paying attention, we are trying to indulge ourselves. So a lot of that means we end up eating foods with a lot of salt. Or, so salt has been shown to be really bad for the kidneys, sodium, and what I mean to say. So if you're eating usually junk food or just eating a lot of snacks loaded with sodium, so that is where we always see that people start to retain more fluid. And if people have weak hearts, that can affect their heart, which can affect their kidney. People have difficult to control blood pressure. Too much salt intake will raise their blood pressure, will affect their kidneys. So blood pressure, it's all that trickle-down effect.
Yeah.
And the kidneys, when they are not working at their normal level, they are more salt sensitive. They tend to absorb more salt into the body, make you retain more fluid. So it's really necessary to keep track of that. And one thing, if people who do have weaker hearts, we always recommend to weigh themselves every morning. And if you do have blood pressure problems, just stay on top of that. Check your blood pressure, and then sometimes we tweak the medications. Like, you're gonna be out if you notice you're gaining weight. You take an extra water pill, for example, which are the diuretics. Yeah.
But the kidneys are kind of related to the heart. In other words, one can bring the other one down, right? The kidney
Absolutely,
disease.
absolutely. They talk to each other. There are several important hormones that actually affect the heart function. Kidneys regulate blood pressure. In fact, most of the medications that we prescribe that are really good for the heart too are actually working through the kidneys.
You didn't mention alcohol. You said drink, but alcohol is not good for you.
So alcohol is a little bit different. It increases blood pressure. So anything that increases blood pressure will cause kidney problem, can cause kidney problems. So that is why it's good to also, the moderation is the key pretty much during the holidays.
Right.
Yeah, and then blood sugar is also similarly, if you have diabetes and you eat a lot of sugar, that will also make you, adversely affect the kidneys.
And then alcohol turns into sugar, doesn't it?
Yeah, but not really in the way we imagine. It more like stimulates the neurohormones that raise blood pressure.
How would we see you? Where's your practice?
My practice is in Greer.
Okay.
Yes, and I think you have the information.
All the information.
I see it right there.
A lot of people are tuning in. They're like, "Well, gosh, you just told me everything that I can't do this holiday season. That's kind of like what's happening next week." But there are ways that people can and enjoy it. So what are some of those?
Yeah, so I always suggest that if you had a heavy meal, just go out for a walk after, you know?
Yeah.
And if you are feeling like not feeling great, check your blood pressure. If you're not feeling good, if you feel like you've retained a lot of fluid, call your doctor. There are things you can do from home instead of going to the hospital. Really avoid that extra hospital admission, because every time we wait and we think, oh, we'll take care of it after the holidays, the kidneys, that stress on the kidneys actually take away that very precious kidney function we have. And the more we do this to the kidney, we lose function over time.
Your patients, do you suggest like a lab work every 6 months or so to check sodium levels? Is that good to do on a regular basis?
So what is recommended is if you do have known chronic kidney disease, stage 3 and above, you need to see a kidney specialist at least once a year. But the higher the stage, there are 5 stages, the more frequently you need to be seen. Like stage 4, every 3 months, usually what I like to do. And stage 5 is when people usually need dialysis. Some of that is even more intense, more frequent following. But what we do is not just the sodium levels. We do this whole metabolic panel, which has all the electrolytes, the kidney function, the sugar level, and also the urine test. A lot of times I notice people forget about the urine. So urine tells us if there's inflammation in the kidneys. That's a really key thing, and we also monitor protein in the urine. That part usually tells us if all the medications we are giving you are working. because high protein meaning the kidneys are going down faster. So
Really?
that's for more
Yeah,
diabetic.
you don't want to see protein in your urine.
Especially for diabetic kidney disease
Mm-hmm.
and blood pressure related kidney disease and some autoimmune kidney disease, this is how they present and this is what we're trying
What
to
percentage of people you see are diabetic? I'm just curious.
I would think probably about 50%.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is there anything like we're talking about, like, get on the scale, weigh yourself, or you'll know sometimes if you're bloated, but sometimes that can, you may have overdone it the night before. Is there anything to know, like, that you could have something wrong? Are there other, symptoms
I
that
see,
you're like?
okay. So early on, when your kidney function is still above 30%, you may not feel anything more than maybe a little bit of swelling,
Yeah.
tiredness. Your blood pressure may start to run high because when kidneys are sick, the blood pressure becomes difficult to control. This is why if you have high blood pressure, you have diabetes, you have family history of diabetes, if you see a regular doctor anyway, no health problems, make sure they always run a blood test and a urine test on you once a year.
And blood pressure, checking your blood pressure is easy enough. Those little
Right.
things
I
are-
recommend get the one on
Cuff.
that goes on the arm,
Yeah.
and make sure you're sitting on the ground, feet on the ground. There is actually a really good tutorial on how to check your blood pressure
You don't
at
cross
home
your legs, I've been told.
Yes, yeah, they always say you
They
don't
always
cross
say
them.
don't cross.
Yeah.
And
on American Heart Association website.
And you can, how easy is it to check your own blood glucose at home? Is that hard?
I mean,
Prick.
these days they have these continuous glucose monitors that you have to pay for if you want to, if you don't have diabetes. But just a finger stick is the only way. Other than that, yeah.
Yes.
You're a specialist. Do we need a referral from our local internist or general practitioner to see you?
Yeah, usually yes, but
Okay.
not necessary.
Okay.
All the
And you're in Greer.
information is on the screen. Go to that website that you see too. That'll get you phone number, more information, how you can set up and see, if you're a candidate to come talk to you. Thank you for
Thank you, Doc.
talking to us and giving us some things to think about. So much
She's
can
a
be avoided.
nephrologist.
Yes.
I
You
got
just
it
wanted to
clear
use your
now.
big words. I know.
I'm
I know.
impressed.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you,
Gold. We
Doc.
appreciate it.